Hello fellow adventurers and collectors, Filmaholic here. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different in that I created a BJD questionnaire kind of thing. So this is my first time doing it, so don't go too hard on me. But yeah, I figured I'd do this just to, throw it out there, so if anyone wants to participate in it, I'll leave the comments down below. So with that said, I don't know too many BJD tags, so if this, crosses lines with other tags, I apologize for that. But yeah, I have some questions that I, have to answer, so we'll start with number one. Oh, I should mention before I get into the questions that I'm doing something different with the audio recording as well for this, so I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to be putting into the video. I'm just recording the audio first, so we'll see how this goes. If my plan goes right, it should be like me prepping for some photos I took of my two dolls, but we'll see. Anyways, these questions are in no particular order, so we'll see how this goes. Alright, so the first question is, how did you find your doll? I honestly have a vague memory of how I found my first smart doll, Kazuna, which is Erica in my collection, but I think I saw someone mention it in one of their videos for a BJD tag, or some collection video, they mentioned smart doll. I'm like, oh, what's the smart doll? And I looked it up and I found Kodama and who was the other one? There was another person, I remember, because they had a Kazuna as well, and that's what drew me towards that doll in particular. But if I remember later on, I'll add it here. So I don't know why my memory is bad when I record this stuff, but like I said. So the next question is, what do you do with your doll? Is it simply for collecting reasons? Is it for photography, or is it for fashion? Or maybe it's even for a story, I don't know. That's why I'm asking the question. Now, I know many collectors have different reasons for, gathering these things, but for me personally, what drew me to BJDs in general was the photography side, because, that's where I got into action figures mostly. But yeah, seeing the different photographs people took of their dolls really fascinated me, so I figured I'd buy one and use it for a subject. The next question is, if you could change one thing about the doll, what would it be? Now, me personally, I'm a man down with the thickness, so if there was one thing I would change, it would be just like the hip size and possibly the other side. But yeah, that would probably be the only thing I'd change. And I'm surprised there's not like a third-party thing that, allows you to thicken the thighs and that rear area, with add-on parts like in action figures we had thigh thickeners, and I've seen it in other military lines, but that's something from the action figure world which I don't think the doll world has an equivalent for, so I'd be curious to see if someone can make that, possibly with a 3D printer. But yeah, that's one thing I would change about the dolls. The next question is, name some people that inspire you. Now, I get inspired by many creators out there, and most importantly the people that I follow on Instagram, who genuinely have a care for what they do. So I'm in no particular order, I'm just gonna name a couple people, and these might be people as well, but I figured with this question it would be good to give some props to the people that are doing well in the community and helping others, and just putting out their genuine care for their craft. So for me, someone that exhibits that would be Josos. Their work is truly fascinating to me, and seeing the things that they're able to create is truly mind-boggling to me, because I couldn't even imagine trying to make a wig or let alone sew some clothes together. So to me, he's the perfect example of the creative side to this hobby, so that's why I want to mention him here. Now, someone else I also want to bring up is My Fine Doll. Her photography really inspires me, and her ability to pose her figures really gives me ideas on how to work with my dolls, because in all fairness, I'm not great at posing them, but I'm trying, and looking at her work is truly inspirational to me. And the last person I want to bring up for this video for right now is Shizu-san. And something I appreciate about him and his work is that he's very dedicated to his craft, and I appreciate someone like him looking out for the community and giving them information. And he's a good resource if you haven't checked up on him. So yeah, there's plenty more that I can name, but I want to keep this short. So yeah, there's probably going to be another opportunity to mention more, but I'll keep it short. Now the next question is, what skill set would you like to learn for your hobby? Now this one I wanted to bring up was because I wanted to learn how to do face-ups. I've seen it done before, and I think I might be able to do it, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm not confident in my skill set, but I know there's some blank heads for smart dolls rolling around on the aftermarket, so I'm tempted to get one of those and try my hand at it. In worst case, I just take it as a loss, but yeah, that's a skill set I would like to get for this hobby, because I think it would be nice to have a custom character, or at least one that I came up with. But yeah, so that was pretty much it. I know the questions were all over the place and they're not entirely connected to one another, but at least there are some questions that I think are revealing of the person behind the dolls, and gets you to think why you have the dolls in particular. So with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this tag, or this questionnaire, I guess, and if you'd like to see more, please let me know. And if you also want to see that custom face up, let me know. I can hunt down one of those head sculpts and butcher it. But until then, I thank you guys for watching, and if you feel so inclined, please like, comment, and or subscribe. I very much appreciate it. I'll catch you all next time.